YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Cool, la.cooll, back with another one. So I'm gonna just jump right into it because gotta talk that business. But I made a video a few weeks ago, however long I made it, and I made that video explaining, how to build your credit or whatever the case is. So now I want to talk about how you get to that 800 club and how you get all the funding you want with your personal credit, how you really supposed to use credit, right? So it's like this. Let's say I'm gonna start with the people that got a 9 to 5, right? All my people that got a 9 to 5, you feel like you can manage your job and do your thing on the side with your credit. This is how I would go about it, pretty much. So let's say I got a job, right, and I'm getting paid I say 1,500 every 2 weeks, right? So what you do with that? A lot of times people think that using your debit card to make purchases and using your debit card to pay your bills and all of this stuff, it felt like, okay, yeah, like that's the right thing to do. In my opinion, that's really the wrong thing to do. I wouldn't even say wrong because, not a lot of people know about it, but I'm gonna put y'all on here now. So let's say, you're trying to build on your credit. So let's say you work on your credit and your credit is right. Now what you do, you start to build that credit. So if you starting from scratch, let's say, you got a bad score, whatever the case is, you're trying to build your score. You're gonna use your paychecks and you're gonna get to that point of rebuilding. Whether, you hire somebody to fix your credit or whether you learn on your own, which I can teach you. So again, with bad credit, you're trying to build this credit. So what you will do, you basically gonna get credit builders, get secured credit cards, stuff like that. And you get that stuff because you gotta build trust. Your credit ain't all that good. The lenders, they see that whatever collections, inquiries, any public records, anything that's on your file, they can see it. And if it's anything negative, late payments include everything. They go based off of that and they look at it like, okay, well, you got too many late payments, you got delinquent accounts, you got derogatory marks, you got too much going on for us to really trust you with our money, from whatever bank you decide to go with. So you'll go get a credit builder, something like Self, which everybody know about. Go get Self. Use Self and apply that. Make sure you do not miss a payment. You cannot miss any payments. That's with any account that you have open, whether that is a credit card, whether that's a auto loan, a personal loan, a consolidation loan, whatever type of funding you get, whatever you have to pay back every month, make sure you're paying it on time. Not a lot of people like to do auto pay. So yeah, I'll say the right thing to do is use auto pay. But if you yourself can keep your bills in order and keep yourself on track, you really don't need auto pay. Just make sure that your utilization is low. And from there, you're just gonna start rebuilding. So as you're doing that, you got to think about how you go about public records, right? So a lot of people they say, oh, I get denied for certain stuff because they're telling me that my public records not, or they don't even give you a reason as to why they can't approve it. Like they'll tell you it come in the mail, and you just forget about it. So the thing is, public records takes time. Just like getting an increase on that credit card you got, or waiting for your score to go up. All of that take time. So it's really like a 3 to 6 month like beginning period that they'll use. Like, okay, let's say you open a security account with $200 and you use that card and you pay it back every time. Like you pay it back on time every month. Within 5 to 7 months, they're gonna refund you the money that you put on the credit card, and then they're gonna give you a credit limit, which is a good thing because you get the money back that you invested into that card, and now you have a credit limit on a card that you can use that's unsecured. Because what happens is when you have to put up some type of collateral to get credit, that's called, secured credit. But when, you get offers and you get approved for good limits and stuff like that, that's when, you're in the unsecured space. So you really want to build first. You want to make sure that you build. Once you build, then you can move on from there. Then now it's time to, okay, let's say, depending on where you stay at, let's say rent is $800 to $1,000. And let's say you have a credit card with a limit of $1,500, right? What you do, you use that credit card instead of your debit card. So now it's like, okay, I'm building my credit, I'm paying my bills on time. Why not? I feel like that's the smarter thing to do. So it's not like you gotta just have so much money for credit. No. They give you money when it comes to credit. You gotta know how to use this money. You gotta know how money work. So the thing is, don't ever feel like credit is only for the rich. No. The rich use credit to stay rich. If y'all follow me, the rich use credit to stay rich simply because they're not spending all of the earnings, all of the money that they got coming in. They're not spending all of their commissions on bills and when they gotta make reservations at certain places or when they gotta book a flight or whatever the case is. They're not using their debit cards. They're not even using a personal debit. They're not using a bank account at all. It's all a credit card account. Everything is on credit. Why? Because you get incentives for credit. You get reward points. You get cash back. You get cash advance. You get double points. You get double rewards. Like, it's a lot of stuff that comes with, it's a lot of perks that come with credit. So anytime you feel like you just, oh, I ain't got it like that. Nah, lean on your credit. Always think about your credit. So in that case where, well, I ain't got no money this week to pay whatever it is I need to pay, I'm gonna just have to put it on a back burner or make it late. No. You got your credit. Remember, you gotta pay this credit card back once a month. So depending on your bills and depending on your, how you live and your lifestyle, just do it the smart way. You got to become strategic when it comes to spending your money. So now, with you using your credit, then you paying your credit cards back with the money that you earn, then yeah. So that seemed like that'd be more the way to go. So always look at credit as a help. Credit is a help. Credit will save you, actually. So use it right and you'll reap all of the benefits out of credit. And that's personal credit because it's you can also operate the same with business credit. So that's for my people that work their 9 to 5s. Like, if you work a 9 to 5, it's easy for you to get credit and it's easy for you to monitor your credit and keep your utilization low. That's not to say that that's not saying that you're not gonna spend, your credit card sometimes on something that you want. Yeah, that's cool. That's what it's really for, to be honest. So in that case, don't think you're doing a bad deed or you're doing a bad deal, because it's like, no, you're using credit. You don't even have to pay the whole balance. So let's say, like I said, you got that $1,500 credit limit. on one. This is one card because it done. You can open as many cards as you can manage, pretty much. So you got that $1,500 card, and you go out and you just go splurge and go have a little fun and go, spoil yourself. And you spend like $500. You don't have to pay the whole $500 back, because first of all, you didn't even max out the card. And you can also max out the card, but you just got to pay it back down by the statement date, statement closing date, I believe. So with that being said, just 9 to 5 is easy to manage credit. Now we're gonna talk about our business people, our freelancers, our people that have the corporate businesses, the people that have their virtual business, your freelancers. Well, how we will use credit, because I'm in that category, how we would use credit is like this, right? Let's say you got a clothing business. You got something, you funding it through the money that you making right now, however you making money on the side. You build your credit as well, you freelancers. Once you build your credit, you're gonna turn around and use the credit that you get approved for, or the credit that you start with. You're gonna start using that to fund getting the products you need. So getting the shirt material, getting the work to put on the designs to put on the shirt, getting advertisement money. You do all of that through credit. So if your business is set up the right way, once you get that credit and you start using that credit to fund your business, and your business is making good returns, you use the money that you use the return money, and you start paying your credit back. Now, once you do that, remember, you're a business. So you can use your personal credit to fund your business, but why not go get business credit? And then use your regular credit as a personal guarantee if you feel like, you want to get money now. But always remember, with credit, you have to have some type of income coming in, because you got to have a way to pay that card back, or pay that credit back, whatever it is. Like I said, it could be credit cards, it could be loans, it can be bills, it can be funding the bit, it can be anything. But anything that you're doing, anything that you get, it can fund, like it funds everything. Credit is the master of all. That's something that everybody should learn. So if you're really willing to learn, I do business calls. Of course they cost, but that's fine. Simply because I know the situation that most people in our city. A lot of times you don't really want to trust a person, because it's like, what do you really know that the next man don't know? Or if I go ask this person and you giving me the same information, am I wasting my time? I can guarantee you that you won't be wasting your time. So if you really feel like you want to learn how to build your personal credit, fund your business, or use your personal credit with your 9 to 5, let me know. My contact information will be in the description below, and feel free to ask me any questions. I'm open to questions. I'll answer your questions. And again, business calls are up in the works. So schedule a business call with me. I will have to fit you in the schedule, and we'll go from there. I'll let y'all cool family.